Hey Cliff, how are you? Hi. Come to Discord if you want to.
Good morning.
Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good, man.
How's it going? I am just sort of waking up here in me mind.
Yeah. I
Not
had to
quite
wake
there.
up early. It was go pick up groceries at the store. The
Oh yeah,
curbside
you had your pickup time.
day.
Yeah, you got
Early.
to obey the time. I get it. Us too. Everybody. We're a little lucky. We're right next to a place that's a few blocks away, and they bring it in, but
Oh, nice.
it's because we're so close. Like we're literally
Right.
5 blocks from a grocery, and all of Seattle is a little bit that way. It's a real packed up neighborhoody kind of place,
Yeah.
but with a QFC, you know. So
You ever heard of Seattle Tacoma Box Company?
I think so. They make cardboard boxes out of Tacoma.
Yeah.
In the old days, Tacoma was famous for being a cardboard factory place, a place where a lot of cardboard was made, and that is the source of the old jibe, the Tacoma aroma.
Is that right?
Yeah, it stank, and it stank up
Wow.
until the early 2000s. I lived here I moved here in like '93, and it stank here. The smell would come up sometimes, and we would go, "Oh, it's a smell! It's the Tacoma aroma." And somebody from
Really?
Tacoma would come up, and we go like, "Oh, they have the Tacoma aroma," and you drive through and go, "Woo!" and you could smell the cardboard box factories right in the water. Now it's all
yeah.
like glass
The moisture in
museums.
the air. Man, I worked with a lot of cardboard. I've worked with
Yeah.
Seattle Tacoma cardboard,
Uh-huh.
flat boxes. I used to work in box
Yeah.
warehouses and stuff.
You know, and to be fair, it's not different than other cardboard factories, but anywhere that has a card. So
I know the smell you're talking about.
Yeah,
Now, when
yeah,
you
you
mention
do.
the Cardboard, I know what you're talking
yeah, you do exactly. If you've ever, that's what I'm saying is if you've ever been around it, it's you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Pallets
Exactly.
and pallets and pallets of it.
Yeah.
Man. Pallets.
Hey,
Well,
yeah, you have it exactly right. I'm trying to
what is
get
your
my.
stream schedule today.
So I'm playing Magic Legends today. You want to play?
Magic Legend.
Yeah, it's
Play?
free. It's on Epic.
Yeah.
Or do you have an Arc account? Did you ever play Neverwinter or any of those cryptic games, Star Trek Online?
No, sir.
Okay, anyway, so it's on Epic. Download it. It's free. It's also tiny. And it's not it's not amazing, but it's pretty good. It's an ARPG, so think Gauntlet or Diablo.
It's something that there's not millions of people out there streaming.
Yeah, or everyone's doing
Good
it.
thing.
You know, I mean, both things are true, right? Like it's good if everyone's doing it, and it's good if no one's doing it.
I guess.
It's the middle ground that's bad.
You gotta find that. You gotta figure those.
Yeah.
Those things out, man. It's just too much for my brain to muster.
Oh, finally, I got my screen up behind me.
Oh,
You know, it's so cool the way I have my OBS set up. I have this screen behind me set up on its own screen, so I can like blow it up if I want to.
I'm gonna mute your stream because I can hear you in my ear, man. That's
Yeah, do that.
for you. Sorry.
Don't double up on me. That's horrible.
No, yeah. I can't talk when that happens to me.
It'll be a nightmare. I need to send out some annoying notices. I'm looking for a screenshot.
They went and pulled my blood yesterday, man, and then spun it in a machine and pulled all the clear shit out of my blood and shot it back into my arm yesterday.
Oh yeah, you said they were going to
my
attempt
God.
something like that. How did it go?
Shit. Oh, it fucking feels like somebody hit me in my elbow with a baseball bat now.
Yeah.
It's like a Charlie horse, dude, is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, I completely understand. That's got to be painful.
It's crazy. I guess all the
I'm excited about it.
players and basketball players do it, and people that just want to throw $800, you know, the doctors. That's what it costs, I guess. Yeah, dude, they're gonna try to settle me for like $14,500.
Put it in a managed IRA, managed Roth account. That's what you do with that.
Right.
Managed.
Managed
The thing
Roth
is, if
account.
it's, and they will fucking sell you on stuff that isn't managed. And you ask for the thing is, managed matters, and it's a legal thing.
Yeah.
It has to be managed. And I don't mean like, you know, is anyone watching? I mean like there is a thing, and that means they can't take stupid risks with your money.
I'll have to go out and get a regular job again, no?
Sure, exactly. But you'll have a little oh shit money.
Right.
And do yourself a favor. You know how it is. Don't deny yourself don't deny yourself. Take a percentage of it and say, I'm going to spend this money, whether it's 10% or 50% or 80%, you know what I'm saying? But don't torture yourself psychologically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give yourself a budget. Like, I'm going to spend this much, but I'm not going to spend a dime more. I'm saving all the rest. But I will spend this, you know, $1,000 or whatever. I'll spend $500 on myself. Whatever you and the missus can do. You know, we're going to buy a new couch. You know what I mean? Like something.
GPU.
Maybe so. Well, you might, you know, you are lucky because you're not in such horrible shape, you know.
Right.
You're actually really lucky because I'm still agonizing over this new GPU that I've got because it's not what I wanted.
They gave me $5,000 on top of what they were offering me just because they never called me back for 10-pound restriction work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to do what is it? Something where you have to resign. It's a involuntary resignation, they call it.
Where they canned you?
Yeah, they basically didn't call me, dude. And this happened in October of last year, man. I worked for like a week after it happened, and I just finally told them, hey, you know, I hurt myself last week. I've been working all week. They sent me out for a week and a half, 2 weeks with this big dude that was doing a lot of the lifting, but I still had to get up and use a drill above my head, you know, with my torn tendon, whatever was wrong. I didn't know at the time.
And that's and they try to humiliate you too.
I told them, hey, I was scared to tell you guys that I was hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured you shit can me.
And nothing you do, everything they do is trying to find some way to get out of their legal liability to take care of you. And it's scary to be the worker whose body is the thing that's crippled because of the thing they did. Hold on a second.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's like it's really scary to be the worker that is injured. And I've been hurt at work many times. Yeah. And like I have long-term ramifications.
I've never said anything to anybody about it. That's the first time. It's the first time I've ever, you know.
Yeah, and they make you feel like shit the entire way. But the thing is, my whole body is a story of hard work going wrong. I broke my back in Alaska, and now I hurt every day, all day. My hands hurt all the time, and a lot of it is keyboards. And I was a carpenter, so power sanders and tools and being hit by
a hammer all the time.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Jackhammers. For
exactly.
Hours, you know,
exactly. A 75 fucking pound jackhammer. One time I dug out an entire basement.
Yeah, oh yeah, shit like that. That's hard work, dude. That's
hard
work. And
exactly.
Then once you break it up, you gotta lump that shit out of there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I gotta send out a tweetle, and then we can. Oh, so are you downloading Magic Legends, by the way, while we chat?
Magic Legends. Where do I get that?
On Epic Games Store.
Okay, I have Epic Games.
Yeah.
So
I hate the Epic Games client. It's the biggest dog of all the clients as far as performance.
I really don't care for them other than I play some Fortnite, you know.
Well, no, I love the Epic Games. Well, I love Epic Games. Don't misunderstand me. I in my opinion, is that every service that goes into business that competes with Steam is good. Steam is evil, and people are delusional about it. People have this idea that somehow it's your job to pay for fucking Gabe Newell to have another donut.
Well, we
like,
know,
what
we
the
know,
fuck?
Juicy, that they all have their blinders on, man.
Yeah, it's like I'm not paying for. I don't feel like it's my life's mission to make Gabe Newell even fatter. It makes no sense.
It looks like I had 10 games on Epic. It looks like I have Fortnite, Blair Witch.
They give away a game every other week, a whole game. Go to the store and scroll down to free games. Sometimes they're big deal games.
I could fill up my hard drive easy on Epic Games, dude, because they do have so many. And I bought a Xbox Pass.
Oh, isn't that great?
So like you can download shitloads of games.
Did you get the EA? Did you notice that the EA app that they use for the Xbox app is different than the EA app that you normally have, your Origin app? It's so annoying. You have to have them both.
Wow.
Yeah, and it tells you if you try to load a game off the Microsoft thing, it says like, oh, you have to quit out of Origin. Sorry. If you try to load an Origin game while that's loaded, it says, sorry, you got to quit out of that one. But don't uninstall them. Like, Jesus.
That's crazy. What the hell is this game called again, man? I need
Magic
one more time.
Legends.
I got it. It's right there on the damn main screen.
Magica Legenda.
Magica Legenda. My Spanish.
The game is called Extremely Poor Performance. I'm warning you.
Really?
The game is called Beta game. The game is called Get Ready to Turn Off Anti-Aliasing no matter what you think.
So don't buy the $199.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. I'm not spending a dime on this particular game until they make a few, because it's a fun game and I'm having a good time. But it's not like Outriders where I was like, shut up and take my $60. Right. Like I was like, yeah, this game, it's like my attitude is more like, prove to me that you deserve my $40. Because Outriders I'm giving 60, and it's not like some open-ended gambling thing, and the game itself is going to be fucking amazing. Also, I went through with my new computer, the 5950 and the 6700, and played Outriders, and oh yeah, man, oh yeah,
different.
Oh, it is, and I can play an ultra wide, dude, all day.
Stream's crisp too.
How does my stream look right now, by the way? This is, hold on. Well, maybe wait a minute, because
I'm watching him wave the thing around so you can make sure it's
now's not the best time to judge, but I was experimenting with the encoders last night. I went live on Twitch using like several different encoders, software and hardware, and AMD's new one, or AMD on my new card. It's the same encoder, and my NVIDIA one. Because I was thinking I might be able to ditch the NVIDIA card. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. At 6K, the AMD encoder looks so bad. So bad.
But the NVIDIA is good,
Well, we're gonna find out today. This is my first real test, so anyway, well, after you're through, here I'll go in the game.
It almost glitches a bit when it gets towards his legs. But
yeah.
I'm trying to install now. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll go in game and walk around it, and you can tell me what it looks like on your screen.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice being able to download everything, including the EA Games launcher and everything, to that stupid external hard drive, man.
Okay, so on the AMD encoder, this just looked like absolute garbage. It was just fuzzy, big square encoding blocks everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, really? Just choppy as all hell.
It is now, or no? It was choppy.
No. I'm meaning you were saying it was.
How does it look now?
What do you got your output scaled to?
Tell me how it looks. Stop giving suspense.
It looks a little fuzzy.
The reason is because it's 3440 by 1440 at 7200. Okay, that's all you can do. 7200. That's all Twitch will take.
Oh, bitrate.
Yeah, it's the only thing Twitch will take.
Is your output the same as your what you're putting into your encoder?
What do you mean? I mean the encoder.
You're not scaling down your output.
Well, no. I mean I can only run at 3440 by 1440. That's my highest res.
I see. Well, what I mean is, like on Streamlabs OBS,
Twitch is scaling yours down. I'm streaming at native res.
I mean,
no, I'm not using the downscaling.
my base resolution. I can run it. I can stream at 1920.
I understand what you're saying. I'm answering your question. No, I'm not using that feature right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that. I know precisely what you're saying, and I'm not doing it.
Understood.
This is full 3440 by 1440, and that's probably why it looks a little fuzzy.
It's a little fuzzy at times. At
Because
times it's real clear, and then it does get fuzzy. And then
it's
it goes back
because it's when it moves. It's
clear.
because
it is when you move.
it's because of the bit rate. It's because stupid Twitch needs a low
And
bit
it's
rate.
resolution combined with bit rate. Yeah.
Well, it's not the resolution, it's the bit rate. Because if I doubled the bit rate, you'd be like, wow.
Huh.
But it's because
does my stream look choppy?
no, it's
I'm
choppy.
only running 6,000 bit rate.
That choppy and bit rate aren't necessarily that related in the way you're thinking right now to this right here. Like mine isn't choppy, is it? It just looks fuzzy, right?
It's only slightly fuzzy. When
Yeah,
you
that's so I'm past choppy. I've got that worked out. In fact, I figured out what it was. I was running the Xbox game bar turned itself back on
Oh, in the background.
when I upgraded. And it turned itself back on and it was killing my streaming. And remember I was going, why the hell is it why is my streaming wrong? It's running at full res.
Because you got something sucking your freaking bandwidth in the background, man.
And I had that one. And
all of it.
And the Steam streaming broadcast service was on somehow.
Oh.
Because I guess I had been streaming to someone over Steam and I forgot to turn it off. So I turned both of those off and I got a huge increase in stability on OBS. Because there are not 5 encoders working at once now.
I hate
Only
that about
3.
Steam, dude. If you reinstall it, it automatically is in. It can choose when to put itself into streaming mode and not. I don't like that.
It feels like it can. I think they would dispute that,
They
but I
do.
feel like
If you
it.
go into settings, it's set to where stock. It's like we can decide whether or not to turn on live broadcasting or not. I'm like, I turn that off every time.
Well, in this case, I'm not blaming them because
you're in streaming mode.
I'm not blaming them this time because I remember I specifically went in and turned it on to turn on Restream and I just forgot to turn it off. So that, along with the Xbox bar, that only affects streaming if someone taps in, you know, if someone happens to watch. And so who knows? You never know.
So did you not like the performance of your new card, your new graphics card, or have you even tried it?
I'm using it now.
Yeah. You like it then?
Well, it's better than
What you
than my
got?
5700 XT, but
Yeah.
it's obviously not what I want.
Which one did you get?
The 6700 XT.
Okay. Yeah, I seen like a 6700. I think it was an XT on.
There's only one
not the
6700.
Yeah. I seen an ad on it earlier today, actually. Same one.
There's probably 12 or 13 OEM models. They call them AIB now. Sometime in my lifetime, they stopped saying OEM and they started saying AIB. I don't know why. People just want to have a new word for stuff, but
That's weird.
it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Original equipment manufacturer refers to people who, you know, anyway, whatever.
Right.
So anyway, we call them AIBs now for some reason, but there's probably 12 or 13. I got one of the good ones. I didn't have a lot of choice. What happened was I went to my Newegg app and it said, you know, the lottery's on and here's 10 different cards. And I picked 3 of them and it said, okay, if you win, we'll send you a text message. And then about 10:30 at night, almost midnight, I looked at my phone and I went, what? And I was like screaming at my girlfriend, like, give me your card. Give me the rewards card.
We're
And-
gonna get this card right now.
And mixed feelings too, because this is not the card I want. It's only the card I can get. And do you know, because I live in Seattle, my retail price was almost $1,000.
When it's only what, an $800 card?
Well, it's an $830 card, and the retail price of the reference card, which outperforms this one, is $499.
Holy fuck.
So, you know, it's $350 more. But that's the retail price. I haven't paid over retail for anything in this box.
You wanted 6900 X?
I did. I wanted a 6900 or a 6800 XT. Either one. I could afford either one.
Are those
For the price I paid for this,
those the biggest ones that they do make?
the 6900X is the big one. Yeah, 6800 is the is what I need. I don't need a 69. I'd like it, but
XT versus the 3080.
I would take a 3080. I mean, whatever.
Newegg business. $2,199. $1,999. Holy shit.
Anyway, so the performance is excellent though. Like one of the nice things about it, one of the things that makes it not so bad that it's not the card I want is that my CPU is so overpowered, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. So
Right.
it really does make up a little for some of the GPU being not quite good enough, because it just brute forces some things. And I'm not, I don't hate that.
That's not a bad thing at all.
Nope.
It can't bottleneck stuff that bad where you know.
Well, it can't be bottlenecked.
Not with that.
The CPU, not with. Oh, you mean the video card? Oh, no, I can easily bottleneck it. I can easily choke the card. What I do is, it's just simplified. What you do is, because the CPU is not an issue at all, you just set the graphics settings until the GPU utilization goes between 97 and 99 all the time, and then you leave it there. That's literally the way to calibrate it.
Starting up like 4 games at one time.
No, one game, the game you're playing, and that's how you set the settings in that game. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of days.
So you can max that card out?
I can? Are you kidding? Hell yeah, dude. It's only 30% better than the 5700 XT.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. Yeah, this card is easy to bring to its knees. Here's a thing to do. Turn on Control Ultra and then put on Ray Tracing. Done deal.
Like on the game you're playing now, even?
Yeah. Well, it's not fair in this game, because this game is stupidly bad performer. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got this one. Yeah, I'm gonna change my stream title, and then I will load this game up. It's launchable.
Yeah, this one is just a really bad performer. Like a really bad performer. But whatever.
It's not really my cup of tea, but I'm gonna try it out. I'm not much for like a fourth person, MMO type, RPG type. Kind of so much going on the screen that it's hard for me to keep track of.
You put in your gamepad. It's a gamepad game.
I'm not a gamepad man anymore, bro.
Anymore? You just complained that something was too complicated, and then you said and all the buttons and stuff, and then you said I don't want to use a gamepad. Like, what do you want to do? Nothing? You want a thought interface? Like, you can't get any simpler than a gamepad.
I went and bought a $70 PlayStation 4 controller, man. I used it for like a day, and it's sitting in a drawer.
Yeah, that's the problem. You bought a PS4 controller. You should have bought the Microsoft regular Xbox. Like every other PC, if you're a PC user, you're a PC user. This is what they're made for.
I've never played an Xbox in my life. Why would I buy an Xbox controller?
Oh, because they are good. Anyway, it makes no sense that you'd complain about something being complicated and then complain about a controller too. Like, pick a side.
Oh, yeah.
I literally don't understand. Like, you're using a keyboard and mouse to play.
I'm so on the fence.
I mean, not liking the genre, I get. Not liking gamepads and not liking keyboard and mouse. That's just.
I'm a keyboard and mouse man. I'll school you on a game with your gamepad.
But you just wait. So you do like to keep them?
I'm play a racing game right now.
You're confusing me a lot.
I will smoke. I'm just letting you know.
To this moment, I don't know whether you like keyboard and mouse or not.
Dude, I'm a keyboard and mouse man.
Oh, then what is it about keyboard and mouse games that you said you didn't like them?
Keyboard and mouse games. No, I mean, there's so much going on these RPG games or whatever. I don't even know what genre these are anymore. The one we're playing now.
This is an ARPG. Think Gauntlet. You remember Gauntlet?
I've never played Gauntlet. I played World of Warcraft for like a week.
In the arcade as a kid, Gauntlet. Valkyrie needs food.
I'd probably walk past that game at the arcade.
It was a 4-player game, so it was wide. People could stand at it. It was a big dungeon. It's a dungeon crawler.
Oh, okay.
Just run around.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing as Outriders, except for the camera is further away from your back.
Yeah.
Like a lot further. And you only have three buttons. And this is maybe unnecessarily complex. Like you have this like set of your abilities come from cards, which is kind of cool because all your stuff is cards. Like it's a card for you don't really have an inventory. But on the other hand, as you play, you can only use 2 or 3 or 4 different things at a time out of the like 11 or 12 cards in your skill build. So it literally randomly picks them for you. And I'm not wild about that. So maybe I should be scaling my output down to 1080. Hey. Maybe.
I don't know, man. You could try it.
Because I don't like the fuzz.
I don't think it would hurt to try it.
Well, I did it a little bit yesterday and it looked pretty good.
Well, I mean, you could probably reduce it even less than that. You know, not smaller resolution, but a smaller than what you're running. Not quite 1080 or whatever, but.
Well, no, OBS will only let me do this or half.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do widescreen 1080. It's 2280 by 1080. It's not. I can still use my aspect ratio.
Because dude, when I loaded you up on YouTube, I was like, "What the fuck? His screen looks."
Yeah,
really,
I'm 21 by 9.
mashed, and I was trying to scroll up to see the rest of the screen.
It ought to put black bars on the top and bottom.
You can. Can you?
Can. That's what it should look like.
Nice.
Because my ass. Are you telling me that it looks mashed up? Like I'm too tall?
There's no black bar. No, you're not like wide or anything. Just the screen looks really wide, but it's short for the width it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got black bars on top. It's ultra wide.
On my screen. Well, if your screen's maximized, yes, but if it's minimized when you're like scrolling through a video, you know, on YouTube before you click on the maximize button, it just looks weird without the black bars. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, are you saying that it scrunches it up?
No, it doesn't, but it doesn't show the black bars, so it doesn't look.
It just looks short.
Screen image. You know
It's ultra wide. It looks like a big long rectangle. That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
That's good. That's called standing out.
Something I'm not used to looking at on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how I could solve these problems entirely? I could solve these problems entirely by never broadcasting on Twitch again.
Yeah, you can do that.
Seriously, because if I didn't broadcast on Twitch, I could broadcast at 11K, this resolution, and then it looks fine.
How good do you think your gameplay's good at 11K?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's cool.
This is the most powerful CPU you can buy. It's totally fine. And I have an encoder card. In fact, the limit is that the encoder card won't go over 7K. Do you know that I turned on CPU encoding yesterday and put it on 12K and it looked amazing? And I could run games fine.
So you're lucky
you're running your stream is running off a separate GPU.
Well, I'm saying that I could even do it on my CPU yesterday because I have the best CPU there is. Like it was, and I could put it on. I put it on like 12.5K. It was insane. It looked great. But Twitch will not take anything over 7200K. 7200. That's it. 7.2K. That's all Twitch will take. Twitch shows a black screen. It puts an error up if you do anything higher.
Oh, you talking bandwidth wise?
Yeah, it's only bit rates. Bit rates are the only problem I have.
Damn, I've never
I only
tried
have
that.
problems with bit rates.
I want to test that very try it. I just need to get my stream so I can try that.
Because to Trovo and YouTube, I broadcast 3440 by 1440 at like 9K, and it's no problem.
Huh.
No problem.
I'm gonna raise my output to the same as my input. Instead of 1280 by 720, I'm gonna do 1920 by 1080 output, and then let's see for the advanced. I'm getting from video output. There we go. 6,000. Let's see if we can do like 8. Will it do it? I just put my output bandwidth to 8,000. I don't know if it'll fucking kill everything else using the internet. Sucking on that huge straw. Let's see if it's working. I don't know.
It just depends on how you're just, it's just gonna. Depends on how your encoder is working. If you have trouble at 1080p, you can put it back on 720.
And then you can have your bandwidth live here on your screen, but I don't think it's actually running at 8,000.
But Twitch just won't take anything over 7200. It's so annoying. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
resolution.
I
So
put my bandwidth at the footer of my stream element in it, or Streamlabs, and it's not going over like 6150, 6176.
well, when you put it on 6000, that's what it does. Mine's set to 7200 and it fluctuates between 7200 and
I bumped it up to
other
8,000 is
stuff?
what I was saying, just to test out the
Oh.
theory. And it won't go, it doesn't seem to want to go over that. I was going to check and see if it's still...
yeah, mine's at 73, 74, 82, 68. You know, they fluctuate a lot.
You got fiber as well?
No, I have shitty cable, but it's 39 up. It's enough bandwidth.
Oh, I see. Wait a minute, I didn't, video bitrate streaming.
Yeah, you got to stop and wait for it to reset,
Yeah.
and then start over at 7,000 again or 7200 max.
I don't think I...
And you can broadcast at whatever resolution you want. It just resizes it to the end user's phone. So my resolution doesn't bother it. It's just that it looks crappy at this huge size at that low bit rate. And that just
Right.
annoys me. So on YouTube and Trovo, it's no problem. They'll just take more bits.
Right.
But not Twitch. It has to look crappy.
You don't want to rescale out, you want preset performance.
Hold on. I've got literally nobody in my channel. It's kind of sad. It's early. I think I want to